Ah, jeez. I don't even know what I just signed up for. Like I'm 99, back in 1999. Alright, here we go. Destiny 2, fresh start.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I am streaming.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Got some fall off the bone ribs here. Not much on this bitch.
Some what?
Ribs.
No, what'd you say before that?
Fall off the bone ribs. You know.
Oh. Okay.
Why?
I don't know, I don't know what you said. That's why I asked.
Mm-hmm.
This should be a fun game. It's taken quite a while. The symbol to the left is barely visible. Okay. I guess we can go with 4. I mean, 1 I can still see it, but... Subtitles, text size, yellow. Okay.
See, do I have Destiny?
A what?
I don't. But I mean,
It's free.
Well, I do have the. I know. I have the game.
Oh.
Which Destiny are you playing?
2.
Oh, all right. I'll download that one.
Okay.
How far are you in the game? Like, are you high rank or low rank or what?
I just started.
Yeah. Been fighting with some bitches in my session right now. Let me see. Oh, they're not here anymore. Never mind.
Should I go with Warlock, Hunter, or Titan?
Warlock. I'm trying to remember. Warlock, Hunter. Doesn't Hunter have like a big ass revolver or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that one.
Nope, going with Warlock.
Okay, well, then why the fuck does one ask?
Race, should I say male human or female human?
Well, what do you want to be?
I can be a female robot?
Yeah, something called a sex bot.
I'll be a male. Human male.
Yes. I see Manny wants to be the opposite of what he is.
I don't know which face to choose. Guess I'll go with this one. And then... What are you doing? It does not sound good at all.
I'm eating, goddammit. Jesus, I told you I'm eating dinner. I went to go get my dinner. So boom.
I should have red lips. Is that black eyes? They're like dark blue. What about green? No. Yellow. Yeah, it complements my suit. My hair.
What did you just say?
I'm just looking at things I can choose.
You ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I have not. I want to.
It's a good movie.
You watched it?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Well, looks like we're going with this one. And let's do orange hair. No, yellow.
You ever seen the movie Knives Out?
No, I have not.
Damn. Well, have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Have you watched it?
No.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
Good mystery film. Features the guy who played Captain America.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I was on one of Eminem's fan pages, and they fucking was talking about how like they on a Discord they have how you say a rap battle thing.
It worked. You're alive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your.
So, how was that?
Well, you've been dead a long
Huh?
time.
So, how was that?
You're going to see a lot of things you
How
don't
was what?
understand.
Oh, you mean this? Oh, it was fine.
You aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city.
Okay.
Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. You need to move fast.
I wrote a freestyle off the top of my mind, and everyone enjoyed it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're off.
A Russian space.
Oh, you started finally?
Yeah.
It's quarantined now, and quite dangerous.
Wait, did you skip the game now? Like,
I've been
they-
having it, I just never played it.
Oh. Hmm.
I need to get you back to the
What?
city.
How amusing.
Your dad will
Oh,
need a
nothing.
ship. But first, I need
What's
to find you
amusing?
a weapon. Let's keep moving.
Nothing.
Okay.
Careful. They're all around us. It's a risk, but I'll get us more light.
You ever played Just Cause?
Yeah, I didn't like it very much.
Frayed wires and rust.
Really?
Yeah.
When I
Why? Because of its graphic type thing?
No, I just didn't like it. Oh, wow, I died.
I mean, me, honestly, that game, I played, like, the whole storyline and stuff like that, because, I mean, I actually really, because, like, I fucking was always obsessed with the damn franchise and shit like that, and just how, like, people could do whatever the fuck they damn want, and the thing was, like, destruction was more realistic in there, and how you could, like, fly in the air and fucking, you know, tag along to airplanes and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it really didn't like do what I thought it may do, and which is like render all that gameplay. Because like what I did, I fucking like took a whole ass goddamn plane and shit like that, and I fucking crap. What the hell is going on with my character? And I crashed into like a whole enemy base, and when I jumped out though, my character for some reason fucking was like glitching the whole time as like explosions were happening and shit like that, and then again when I checked the whole, like, I guess you can call it area, like, you know, the whole map, it's pretty much just the same. It's like no place is exotic, nothing is very unique about every area. It's all trees and just trees and dirt, and every time a tree gets destroyed and stuff like that, He usually disappears in the span of like maybe 6 seconds.
Speaking
So what
of
have you been doing?
pirates,
Huh?
there's a loot cache. Let's take what's inside.
You really trying to steal weed? Bro, for fuck's sake, leave the damn safe alone. I'm just saying, I thought you had your own. I don't want to say it. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, there you are.
I do not. Saw it, like, it was gone.
I thought it went.
Yeah, took it back. It doesn't even smell like I smoked.
That was a terrible grenade.
How much did the fucker charge me? Imagine having your vehicle be 10 grand.
Jeez. Oh, wrong button again. I gotta get used to these buttons. They're different.
Alright. No, fucking Danielle, fuck off. Yo, get out of my damn room. Danielle.
That wasn't too bad.
Strong, Guardian. Keep pushing forward. I'll locate a ship we can use to fly home. Heads up. A fallen raiding party. We're in more trouble than I thought.
Whoa.
They came looking for a fight. Give them one.
Yo, Manny,
Yeah.
you ever have Bacardi?
A what?
Bacardi, the fucking liquor.
Oh, disgusting.
I mean, all liquor's disgusting when you think about it. Except vodka. Vodka's fucking.
And why is that?
Why is what? Why vodka's good? Well, I mean, it's pretty clear, and it's, I mean, sure, it's strong, but it only lasts for like a fucking second. So you're not really tasting.
Ah.
Gotta stay out!
Wrong button again. Can we kill this thing already?
I don't want to tell you. No, I just don't want to tell you. What? Yo, hold up. I'm talking with your mans here, so.
And I'm dating.
Fighting. I'm scanning for nearby ships.
Manny, get your damn girlfriend. She's going off on my ass.
Good. You need to be put in your
Focus
place.
on the fallen.
Bro, she's coming at me. What the hell are you talking about? You're away from me!
You know, it'd be nice if I had a...
Oh, you were getting to me. I don't know. Motion player. You help. Bitch! I'm Park!
Did you just spill water on my... Oh, fucking... My room. In my...
Smelling ass bitch. Your breath stank all day.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, this thing's alive again? Does it just keep, like, respawning or something?
Like I was saying, after all.
All right, I've got a signal from an old jump ship. Let's track it down. Guardian, we have to go. When we get to the city, you'll start to understand why we brought you back. The people, the promise of a brighter future, and the traveler. Wait till you see it. Here we go. Let's take that ship. Let's take a look at your new ship.
It's been here a while. Hasn't made a jump in centuries. We're lucky the Fallen haven't completely picked it clean.
Will it fly?
I can make it work. Okay, it's not going to break orbit, but it just might get us to the city. Now, above that...
I'm back.
Hello.
Hey Mandy, your freaking girlfriend is asking me for fucking asking me to the password.
Okay. What is the password?
Well,
We can come
can't
back
really
to
say
it
this on
today.
stream,
Let's get you home.
but where the fuck is my phone? Oh, those shit fucks.
Interesting game.
I never knew you in life.
Your first life, anyway. You died on a battlefield long before my time. Something special brought us together. They called it the Traveler. And when it arrived, it changed your world forever. It was a golden age. And for centuries, humanity thrived. Until it didn't. An ancient enemy pursued the Traveler across the universe. Humanity faced extinction. But the Traveler made a choice.
You leave my damn room!
It sacrificed
No.
the ancient enemy and brought life to the ghosts.
Steal yours.
You will not. You will not do no. I don't even have any.
And you are one of the Traveler's chosen.
Man, you text your girlfriend, tell her to fuck off.
You're playing with Mandy right now?
Yeah, and he's streaming. Damn it.
This is your destiny.
You're about to do a photo shoot. I don't think you need to be drugged up.
I'm not doing a photo.
I fucking heard it. Yeah. Sure. Right, close my room door. Close my room.
Okay. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel better because
Fuck off! Danielle, get out of my damn room.
The last survivors of humanity's collapse call the city home. This is why I brought you back. To defend them. And to reclaim our lost worlds. We're here. The Traveler. The last city. Welcome home.
Anyway, yeah, man, your girlfriend is asking me for the passwords.
what towel do you wipe your ass with? You left shit. You left shit marks on your towel.
I have not left shit.
On your towel.
There's just no shit marks on my fucking towel. Where? That's not shit.
No, 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 no.
That's not shit. I'm not not shit.
Amir shit on his towel, just to let you know.
I heard.
Smell it. Smell it. It doesn't smell like shit. God damn it.
Amir, you get. That's not what towels are used for.
Indian.
Amir. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. New quest available, new adventures available.
Just browsing. Fine by me.
Clearly, there's stuff down here. It's a gunsmith.
Guardian.
Banshee 44. Amir?
I'm back. Yeah.
Oh, hello. Why are you doing that to towels, man?
Not doing anything to towels. Fuck's
Nah.
sake, Manny.
I heard it. I heard everything I needed to hear.
Fuck's sake, man. It's like literally. It wasn't even shit. They literally just rubbed makeup on the fucking thing to make it look like shit stains. They fucking put blush on that shit. Yeah, but your fucking girlfriend is asking me for the password to my dad's safe, which contains all of
You
his
never told me what it was.
Told you what was?
The password.
I'm not telling you.
Why not? You said you were going to.
I'm not gonna tell you. I just told you that your girlfriend's asking me for the fucking password, which I'm not gonna give her.
What's the password?
I'm not telling you the damn password.
Why are you so rude?
Rude, yeah, because it's rude to not give up information that is secret.
Exactly.
Welcome to the tower, Guardian. Beautiful view, isn't it? The Traveler is battle-worn and as mysterious as ever.
Well, I
But
guess we're
he
doing
knows the
this.
source of our immortality and the gift of our life.
Yo, man, you ever fucked with prescription drugs?
All those
I cannot confirm nor deny these accusations.
fighters.
Did you do them?
We are
No. I cannot confirm nor deny these accusations.
So you did.
I cannot confirm nor deny these accusations at this moment.
So yes, you did. That's just like a more bolder, trying to make it sound like it's nothing type shit. Huh?
Okay.
Is that what you're saying, Manny? Is that what you're saying, Manuel Martinez?
I'm saying I cannot deny, or I cannot confirm nor deny these accusations.
Oh, look at
current
this
moment.
man. He's stunned right now. That's when you know he's lying. Your heart's racing right now. Your blood temperature went up a little bit, and you're blinking.
Actually, I'm not blinking.
Yeah, you are.
You survived the Cosmodrome.
You just
Not.
blinked.
Place to start your new life,
Yes. But anyway, Manny,
Yes.
did you? Or did you not?
I cannot confirm nor deny these accusations at this current moment.
Hey there.
I think you're a pimp.
You think I'm a what?
What?
What'd you say?
I think you're a pimp.
Talk to me.
Okay.
Aren't you?
Howdy there, neighbor. I am legally obligated to inform you that I just moved into the neighborhood and I am in fact a convicted sex offender.
That's the cheapest. I mean, if you think that's all your family deserves, who might argue?
Let's you and me talk. Is that what you sell to the Guardians? What is it?
I don't even know what I'm doing. I guess I gotta return to orbit.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Who's high as fuck right now?
Huh?
Who's high as fuck right now?
Not me.
The fuck?
Hey, this is Dr. Alvarez. Will you receive calls?
How do you travel to places? I'm lost. I don't even know how to play this game.
Say my name, sweet. So, what have you been doing anyway? Besides working? Yo, Manny.
What?
You think you can, like, acquire me some, shrooms?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I do not do illegal things.
Okay. You don't do illegal things?
Nope, not at all.
Oh. Okay. So definitely, you did not, you know, pop in our house a couple days ago and
No, I didn't.
feed on an edible.
Nope. How do I do anything?
What
Oh,
do you mean?
there we go. I couldn't figure out how to play the game. Completely
Told you,
lost.
the game's fucking confusing.
But I got it now. It's not that bad.
It's gonna get confusing.
Yeah, well.
Damn right they did.
What?
God damn, Mom, it's not that serious.
What happened?
Well, I was like on a rant about like how, you know, whenever my family complains about shit, I'm like, did your ancestors complain about that? And I'll say like, and yeah.
I'm confused.
Well, yeah, you should be. You know why you should be confused?
Why?
Because you should be, because you're confused.
Okay.
It's weird. No one else is in the party.
Yeah.
I would assume your friends would start joining in and being like, "Shut the fuck up, Amir." Some shit
That's
like
probably
that.
why they're not here.
Oh. Well.
Oh well. They're lost.
We're all being used. Don't you see that? This shit inside our heads,
Why does this thing take so long to load?
we're puppets. You ever play Black Ops 3?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever play its campaign?
Probably for like 2 seconds. I don't remember it.
Well, have you ever played the full campaign?
I don't remember it, so probably not.
Damn.
Why?
Because the campaign actually, it's pretty. Once you actually understand the storyline, it's pretty interesting actually.
Oh,
like,
why am I
if
here?
you played until the end of the campaign, you'd hear how like at the end the soldier asks what your name is, and you reply with Taylor. But the thing is, it's like, how did I, you know, how am I Taylor if, you know, I've been chasing Taylor the whole time? Well, what's been happening throughout the game is ever since the first 2 missions, well, you know what? Let me just start with the whole fucking the whole story from the very damn beginning. And the story from the very beginning actually is even before the game's actually, you know, played. Basically, the beginning of the team, you have Hendrix, Taylor, and then you have their team, which consists of Dylan, Alice, Xavier, and some. Fuck, I need my phone for this shit. I can't remember all these names. Yeah, Hendrix had a team that he commanded on his own, that consisted of John Taylor, Dylan Stone, Javier Ramirez, Alice Conrad, Joseph Fierro, and yeah, their activities were pretty much like, you know, just doing all like, you know, military type missions, right? But then what happened was that Dylan, Alice, Javier, and Joseph, what happened was that they got a signal from an underground CIA black site. They basically got like a signal, right? And they went down there and they found out, accidentally found out that what happened was that the CIA has been doing basically projects on test subjects for DNI, like illegal test subjects. You know what DNI is, right?
DNI?
Direct Neural Interface.
Okay.
Basically, what happened was that when Stone's team found out about what the CIA had done, they were basically disgusted what was happening to all the people. But the thing was, as well, is that what happened was that when the project was in its full form, what happened was that scientists were basically trying to find a way to read people's minds. Basically, what the CIA were trying to do was create a sort of, you can say, not mind control, but more like mind reading type thing. Basically, what they will do is that they insert the DNI in everyone's heads. So basically, what they can do is that they can monitor their thoughts, and thus they will be able to stop terrorist attacks before they even happen. Like, let's say a terrorist, wanted to commit an act of terrorism, he would think that, right? The CIA would find out by monitoring his thoughts, and they could arrest him before he even, could commit the act.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is that when Dylan Stone's team found out, they were disgusted about what the CIA have done, and let's see. And they also discovered that the 54 Immortals were they were basically operating in the area, and they found out that as well as that CIA Black Project, they found out that when the thing failed, it released the gas, the Nova 6 gas that killed 300,000 people in Singapore. The CIA, knowing that Stone's team was there and they found out, they couldn't take any risks to have the information released. So they called Stone's team in to basically, to be terminated, and Stone's team basically, caught on early, and they went and they murdered, all of the CIA personnel. And now that they're disgusted by what the CIA done, and now wanted men, they basically decide to steal the drives, basically contain the information of all the CIA's, project and stuff like that. And and they pretty much told the 54 Immortals, hey, listen, we'll make a deal with you to we'll give you this information, and you basically leave us alone. They're like, all right, cool. So what's been happening is that ever since then, Jacob Hendricks and Taylor have been chasing his team down, and what you're seeing, and basically that's mostly all the campaign. The first mission where you have your arms torn off.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, the first mission where you got your arms torn off, and the one where also basically you're in training and stuff like that. Basically, those missions, those are just those are actually one of the last missions coming up. And everything else, the one where it's Into Darkness, where you're with Hendricks, basically what was going on is that Corvus, while the CIA was doing those illegal test subject projects, Corvus was born through basically Corvus is software, but at the same time it was born throughout the minds of all the patients that were in there. Basically it was born of agony and just in rage and shit like that. And because remember, the test subjects that the CIA had, those are just kidnapped prisoners. So think about it. What does a prisoner usually think of? Crime and just pretty much inhumane acts. So Corvus was born basically through the minds of everyone that it had. And what happened was in its rage, it basically released the Nova gas, releasing basically killing all the people. And it just kind of stayed there, sleep and all that. But then what happened was that when But what? Fuck, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to fucking figure this shit out. This storyline was not that simple. What happened was that when the player basically died in the beginning of the mission, what happened was that Corvus basically was reborn throughout the player's death. So what he decided to do was basically take the player's memories and conscience, and he decided to give it a more like thorough, more like, I guess you can say, easy way to death. And basically what he did was through like a whole dream of Taylor hunting down Dylan Stone's team. So basically what's been doing is Corvus has been basically giving the player a somewhat trip into death. You know, it's not like, you know, he did, like, Corvus basically was overwhelmed with guilt knowing that it killed 300,000 people, so what it did was it made the Frozen Forest, which was basically supposed to be, the Frozen Forest was basically supposed to be a, like, more calming type thing that Dr. Salim, that like, one of the people made, Dr. Salim, that was his name. He basically made the Frozen Forest to give the convicts some sort of comfort during the whole process. And Corvus, thinking the Frozen Forest was a real place, decided, you know what, I'm gonna try and like, find this place so I can help all these people. But little did he know that, like, you know, that place really just, it doesn't exist. And what happened was what was it?
Keep your eyes peeled for more supplies in the wilds. Speaking of the wilds, there's a symbol on the wall of the church. Take a look.
I have a viewer.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, it's been commenting for a while. Sorry I haven't read it. Yes, I am playing Destiny 2. It's my first time, technically. Apparently I played it before, because I have a save file on there, but it was at the beginning still. So, I had to start a new file. I'm playing as a warlock. And yeah, here I am.
Fascinating. I believe
how are we the fucking losers? The fuck? We fucking... Okay, this game's rigged. This game's fucking rigged.
Be careful.
I don't know where I'm going.
So what happened? So basically what happened is that after Stone's team abandoned the CIA, the Taylor and Hendricks were assigned to assassinate the team. Hendricks, on the other hand, had difficulty accepting that his former comrades would, like, you know, basically defect from the whole thing, and he was in denial until, like, you know, him and Taylor caught Ramirez leaking him, like, information to the public, and they killed him. But like, you know, the rest of the team, Stone, Conrad, Fierro, they already escaped to Egypt, and Stone was obsessed with finding the man responsible for the whole CIA project, which was Sebastian Kruger. We'll just call him Sebastian, and he was the only survivor that basically survived the whole situation. And in order to find Sebastian, what happened was that like they had to find Sebastian's closest, I guess you could say, ally, which was, you know, in fact, Dr. Salim. And what they did was they tracked him. They found Dr. Salim, and he was hiding in Egypt. And Stone's intent, basically, what Stone wanted to do was to confront like Sebastian Kruger and make him publicly announce what the CIA has done to people, and, like, you know, why Singapore had an ultimate death rate of 300,000 people. Then what happened was Stone basically used the attack of the NRC to basically, you know, in a way make a diversion so he could capture Dr. Salim. And then Salim told Stone and his team, like, the location of Sebastian, and then Stone executed him.
Oh, where are they going? Ah, there he is.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying, bro?
Yes, I am.
Sure you are. Anyway, like I was saying, Stone's next move was to go to Zurich and to force Kruger to publicly admit his role in the Black Project. Unfortunately for him, Hendricks and Taylor tracked them down and attempted to kill them, capturing Conrad in the process. Stone and Fierro escaped to the aquifers under NRC safeguard, but Conrad faced interrogation and execution at the hands of Taylor. Hendricks was dismayed by Taylor's actions thereafter. And then with the help of the Egyptian army, Hendricks and Taylor launched an assault on the aquifers, failing to capture Stone, but managing to core Fierro. Fierro basically resisted, and he was killed by Taylor. At this point, Hendricks, raised his issues with Taylor, admitting his sympathies with Stone's team, and accusing Taylor of being manipulated by their CIA handler, Rachel Kane. Sure enough, Taylor and Kane were in a relationship. But nevertheless, Hendricks stayed loyal to the CIA and joining Taylor in the hunt for Stone at the NRC-controlled Lotus Towers with the help of Lieutenant Khalil and a civilian uprising. Taylor managed to confront Stone on the roof of the towers, and in an ensuing battle, Taylor was critically injured, but rescued at the last minute by Hendricks, who shot Stone dead. Then what happened next was fuck, I'm bleeding. Was Stone
bleeding?
Anyway, Stone's team never made it to Zurich to hold Kruger to hold Sebastian for the Singapore disaster, and the CIA, basically didn't have any information get leaked out, and the world never learned the truth. And the allegations that the CIA was responsible for the whole explosion were just put as propaganda. And Taylor was crippled by Stone on that whole rooftop fight, so he was a perfect prime example for a project known as the Project Prometheus, which was the CIA's cyber soldier program, and he was given a cybernetic direct DNI interface, and he was put in command of 3 other cyber soldiers: Sebastian Diaz, Sarah Hall, and Peter Moretti. Now, Hendricks, on the other hand, lost faith after being forced to kill his own men to cover up the CIA crimes, and he requested to be transferred to a more, I guess you could say, lower rank type unit. So he transferred to a hostage rescue here, and here he was put in command of a small team, including the player, and that's you. And their first mission was in Egypt, where you had to go save the minister, where the player died. And what happened was that we all know that the mission didn't go out as planned, and the player, got his ass fucking beat down. But he was given a DNI. He was given a DNI because he was saw as a perfect example for the Project Prometheus program, who was also saw over by Sebastian again. And Kruger, in some dialogue from the game, I think Sebastian said, "How's our patient doing?" And Taylor said, "About as good as can be expected." And Sebastian said, "I expect better. You should know that." And Kruger's reservations about the player's suitability for the Cyber Soldier program, resulting in him eventually pulling the plug on the player while basically they were hospitalized. And in Taylor's report, he attributes to the player's death to complications during surgery, but in reality, what happened was in his journal, it says in his journal, he says this: "Encryption unknown, cannot verify, overriding protocol systems failure. Please enter proper authorization clearance. This isn't right. This wasn't how it's supposed to be. An error? What do you mean there's an error? Can't you see they're still alive? Can't you see they're still breathing? I don't care what the encryption is do it now. Do it now. Hey, are you still with us? I need you to focus on me. Come back to me. You can't do this. Don't shut it down. Don't you dare shut it down." So basically what happened was that the player died of their injuries, but not because of life support failure, but it was because Taylor didn't have the authority to override the person who did, and which was Sebastian. He pulled the plug on the player. But what happened was the player only died physically, and their conscience was alive and well, and thanks to the DNI, they were given it during surgery. And what happened was that Corvus, on the other hand, what they did was that they saw that the player died, right? And knowing that they basically murdered he was the one responsible for unleashing the Nova gas and killing 300,000 people. He was overwhelmed with guilt. Thus, he basically wanted to give the player a more like suitable dying dream thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was that when he gave him basically he basically put his conscience into Taylor's mind, and thus Taylor's memories bled into the player's consciousness, thus, which is why you're playing all those missions. All the missions that you play chasing down Taylor's team, that's just Corvus's way of basically making the
what? Your mic just cut out.
Alright. Anyway, what happened was that when Taylor's team basically was searching down for like Dylan Stone and his whole team, basically the players just rewatching like the whole thing happen again. But this time, Corvus didn't know, like Corvus only can work with what it had. So what it did was that it put like all the freaking it put like Dylan Stone's team in place of Taylor's team. Basically, that means that Taylor has the characteristics of Dylan. Alice Conrad has the characteristics in Sarah. Joseph Vieira has the characteristics in Peter Moretti, and what the fuck's his name? Let me go back. And Javier Ramirez was put in charge with Diaz. Is it making sense now? Basically, what Corvus did was he basically made the player in a way have a more sensical way of like, you know, basically being cute, like dying. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So what really happened was that when Taylor and when the players in basically Taylor's mind reading his memories, what happened is that also Taylor at the same time didn't know what the hell was going on, because remember, the player was controlling, like sometimes between missions the player would control Taylor and then Taylor would control his own body. And thus, like, that's why in some of the missions, Rachel kind of is always like, stay with me, blah blah. And, then what happened was that when the frozen, basically the Corvus only played the frozen forest, basically like in a way to basically give all of its DNI subjects after they die a good way to basically live, like, you know, to live on after death. And when the player interfaced with Sarah Hall, it triggered her memories, including one of which was the Battle of the Bulge, and what it was a snowy forest of Bastigan. I can't even fucking say the name. And it nearly matched, like, you know, Forest's description, and thus, like, you know, Corvus used that as like a Frozen Forest type, you know, thing. And what we see mostly in the game is just some sort of immersion for the player within Taylor's mind. But in the real world, however, all the characters with the DNI are immersed in this place too. Corvus assigned Diaz with the role of Ramirez, Hall with the role of Conrad, Moretti with the role of Fierro, and Taylor with the role of Stone. It's a kind of like more, if you die in a simulation, you die in real life type thing. It's hard to believe, but it's all revealed in one of the missions called Demon Within. When the player interfaces with Hall, we're not speaking to a simulated Sarah Hall. We're speaking to a real Sarah Hall who has no idea what's going on. And Sarah Hall, when she was interrogated, she said, I remember it, but it's almost like it was a dream, like it was happening to someone else. So this quote ties on with this quote ties in with something else that I'll touch on later. Hall is basically remembering something that happened not to her, but to Alice Conrad, because remember, her mind is fused with, like, you know, like Alice Conrad's memories are fused with Sarah Hall's. So what happened was her mind is fused with Taylor's memories of Conrad. So Hall never killed the Black Station crew, hence why it feels like it happened to someone else. Because remember, Alice Conrad was the one who basically murdered the CIA staff, not Sarah. So what Sarah's just saying is basically Alice Conrad's words being put into her mouth. And because Sarah Hall has no idea what's going on, she just assumes it's a simulation. But in actuality, she was dying, and her mind was just being scrambled by Corvus. And people from the real world without DNI occasionally try to communicate with Taylor. There are two examples from the game. One from the Sandcastle and the one from Lotus Towers. Those are the mission names. And in Sandcastle, after the player after the player basically almost drowned, they were revived by Kane, who basically made it and revived him. And like the whole scene just didn't make sense. But then again, it's because it's like an interaction where Kane says, "Stay with me." She's telling Taylor to stay with her. But then again, the player in Taylor's mind is taking over once more. And in reality, Kane is just talking to Taylor, who seems to be dropping in and out of consciousness, and thinking that he's going insane.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the next mission, the Lotus Towers, the player witnesses an altercation between the real Taylor and the real Hendrix. It seems that Taylor's condition has worsened, and Hendrix is trying to talk some sense into him. The dialogue also suggests that while the player has been overriding Taylor's mind, Taylor in real world has been in character as his evil emerging counterpart, talking about the frozen forest and whatnot. And in the game, you can kind of notice Taylor's eyes are kind of glowing, and it represents the point in which the altercation begins. Taylor said, he said Hendrix, and then Hendrix replies with, "Yeah, that's right, brother. You still in there, John? Do you hear me?" And Taylor says, "You don't understand. I'm taking us home. We'll all be safe." And Hendrix is like, "Safe? What the fuck is safe? John, don't go. What is the frozen forest?" And at this point, Taylor's eyes start to glow again, meaning the player is regaining their grip on his mind. At the same point, we can see the player in the background of the mission shake their waking up from a dream. So that would make it seem that Taylor has version, but in real life too, and the real Hendrix has no idea what he's talking about. And while the memories slowly overriding them and taking over Taylor's mind, Taylor subconsciously communicates with the player, and this is like basically what happens in several sections in the Towers, where he says, "We're all being used. Don't you see that? Once we put this shit inside our heads, we hand our souls to whoever held the keys. We're puppets, actors playing our roles. This time around, I'm the bad guy." So Taylor, in a way, was aware of what was happening to him, and he's known that he's been through the entire whole situation last time. But the last time, he basically was the good guy, and this time, now he basically takes on the role of villain Stone, and that's he. And when Taylor Lois out, like, you know that Taylor rips out his own DNI.
The what?
Like, if you played the Black Ops 3 campaign, you know that one mission where basically Taylor's about to stab you, but instead he basically like goes in the back of his head and he rips out his own DNI, or
no.
Oh, well, there's a scene where basically it shows Taylor kind of regaining his grip on himself, and basically he pulls out his own DNI, but really what happened was that when most people assume that Taylor died, but it rarely represents the point in which the player completely removes him from his own memory and allows the player to assume the total role of Taylor, and thus it leads right into the next mission, which would be the final mission of the campaign. And right at the start of the game, what happened was that Hendrix finally lost faith. He thought that that his whole mission was to basically defend the CIA for what they've done. But this time, he just completely lost it. He basically wanted to finish what Dylan Stone started, and thus that was to basically frame Sebastian Kruger for what he did to the Coalescence and how his whole CIA project killed 300,000 people. And what happened was was that throughout the whole mission, like the player controlling Taylor was worked with Kane to get to Hendricks. And let me see what happens. In life, when Hendricks was trying to finish what Stone started, he is basically stopped by Taylor, and because he's being controlled by the player, the player kills Hendricks after Hendricks kills the CIA director. And when the player kills himself, like shoots himself in his head, what happens is that he ends up being the Frozen Forest, the Corvus Afterlife type thing. And basically he lost his own physical body. Thus, Taylor's consciousness now resides in the Frozen Forest, and the player's consciousness resides in the forest too. So basically what happened is that was that they both were basically in a way fighting, not fighting each other, but they at first were gonna fight Corvus, and then one of them was gonna basically take over Taylor's body once more. And then what happened was that during the Frozen Forest whole mission, you can see in like a mirror, like it'll show Taylor at first, his face, like, you know, waving in the mirror, and then all of a sudden it will show the player's face for a second. Basically, it's showing that they both are kind of fighting over control of his own body. And then Taylor finally regains control, because what happened was that during the whole mission in life, basically what happens is that the player started being taken over by Corvus, which is why he started saying, like, you know, imagine yourself in a frozen forest, blah 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 blah. And he basically kept destroying Corvus's like control over him, and thus he kind of ended his own consciousness. And that's why Taylor, in the end of the game, he's like, it's all wrong. I didn't kill those people. The DNI was supposed to make everything better. Instead, Corvus has all these pieces, but it doesn't know what it is. There's so much noise in my head, I can't even think. And then when he says, who are you? I don't even know your name. He's basically talking to the player. He's saying, who are you? Why are you in my head? And thus, Taylor came to realization that he was being controlled, and finally figures out that the player has been bleeding into his mind, and he's addressing the player here, asking who they are. After this, Taylor actually tricks the player into wiping their DNI, and since the player is controlling Taylor's body, this means that the player will actually be wiping out Taylor's DNI and ridding Taylor's mind of the player's control. And with that, we have the ending of the game. What's your name, soldier? And then Taylor responds, Taylor.
How did that not hit? He responds Taylor.
Yeah, because remember, he took control of it. He took the player into wiping out Taylor's DNI, but thus Taylor was able to, like, you know, regain control back of his body. Because at the same time, the player wiping out Taylor's DNI, which the player was controlling, he wipes himself out, and then Taylor's consciousness now takes back his body, and when he was walking out, boom, he says his name. Yeah, fucking confusing.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Oh, yeah. But of course, most players, you know, shitted on Black Ops for making the campaign and stuff like that, and that's why they didn't make a campaign for Black Ops 4. What can you say? Some players will be just dumb as shit and won't know the game. Fuck.
What?
Nothing. I'll be right back. Hold up.
Okay.
Put your teacup on the broadcast switch again. There are hovering fallen drones all over the EDC. Try taking a peek at one of their cores. That'll tell us why this feedback is happening.
RPGs, of course. Oh, of course. Wow. God. Fine. Ah, wrong button again.
Alright, I'm back.
Nice. Welcome back.
Alright. Let me check your stream anyway. I'll be on my phone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going.
Oh, did you see that post about how gamers will look like in 20 years?
No.
No. Fresh start. The hell?
Yes. Ah. I gotta get used to driving this thing.
Who's this guy, Project Zombie?
It's my brother.
Oh. Your older one or what?
Older.
Older. Wait, how old is your...
Huh? What'd you say?
How old is your oldest sibling?
21.
What?
21.
Oh. Alright. And your youngest is...
10.
10. A 10-year... No, 11-year difference.
It's kind of like 12-year difference.
Oh.
Because he's about to turn 22 and he just turned 10.
I always feel bad for the youngest of any family. Or, well, how old are your parents?
How old are my parents?
Yeah.
Hold on, I know the answers to this question. Why can't I remember?
Is your dad in like his mid-50s? Oh, well, not mid. Is he like in his 40s or what?
Yeah, late 40s.
Late 40s, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And your mom?
Same age.
Late 40s too?
Yeah.
Damn. Because it's always like I kind of feel bad for like the youngest child, because that means like when the child, I don't know, graduates or gets their first job, boom, you know, their parents are like, you know, already old.
My head is starting to hurt. I don't know why. I think I might be dying.
Are you hot? Is it hot in your house or what? You got the AC cranked up?
I don't know. Feels kind of like neutral.
Fuck, my freaking house is starting to get hot. Oh, it's Satan's booty up in here. Bruh, I really... I remember that night, bruh. Fucking Nia threw up and boom, you looked away like as soon as as soon as that happened. You just... Danielle told me you were shaking in her freaking arm.
I just didn't want to throw up. That was disgusting. I thought it touched my foot.
What do you mean? Wait, you mean you were... Wait, were you scared or what?
No. I don't like throw up.
Well, yeah, no one fucking likes it.
Cause like, it was right next to me, and I thought it like she threw up all over my foot, and I was like, oh.
She didn't fucking throw up on your foot. She threw up right there, but
yeah, my foot was right there until I moved it.
Did you tell them that this would be a side effect or no?
I thought everybody knew that. So I gotta wait a whole minute for that thing to start. What's this? It's glowing. Okay. My head is starting to hurt like a lot.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think I might be dying.
So take some Advil. Take a medication. Something.
I don't have any. It's all in the car.
Yeah, wait. You mean all your medications in your car? Like what? Prescription meds?
No, just Advil. I don't have prescription medication. 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. I'm counting way faster. Okay.
Why are you counting down?
For the thing. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, it starts. What am I supposed to do? Oh, everything turned dark. Ah, that's bright. Okay. No one's gonna help. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
And very dangerous. Watch out.
Oh. Let's kill the little ones. Alright, let's keep saying collect something. Requires arc charge. Are you moaning into the mic?
No.
Fuck. Sure sounds like it.
What makes you think that?
Holy.
Yeah, I've shot Bacardi before I smoke.
Well, you're a crackhead.
Nothing. I was a fucking crack. Crackheads are people who do crack.
Yeah, well, you might as well do crack now.
Yes, because alcohol definitely leads to crack.
Actually, in a study, it does.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Do you think a teenager like me, with no money, can access that?
Yes.
No. You need money for drugs.
No, you can get drugs
Yes.
a different way.
Like...
Everybody's got a mouth, right?
Oh yeah, because my dealer is gay enough to let me suck him off in exchange for him to give me that shit.
Oh, that's funny. You never know. So you try.
Ugh. God damn, that's bitter.
Where do you even get this from?
What?
The Bacardi.
I stole it. Well,
from
who?
From
my parents.
They're gonna find out you took it. What are you gonna do?
No.
Put water in it?
The fuck no. Not that dumb.
Put water in it and super glue the top back on?
No, basically what I did was like, it was open before anyway, so what happened was like, my dad basically, that night that, you know, the night that frickin' before, we came up, the night when you came over, before that, when we were having dinner, my dad, you know, decided to have a shot of Bacardi, and he gave me about 2 shots, and Nadia 1. So, you know,
you guys are
and he put it back. No, we're not crackheads or alcoholics. It's a fucking difference. Anyway, yeah, so I thought that maybe taking, like, you know, just a little bit from the bottle, putting it in another bottle, and taking it and hiding it in my room, they're not gonna notice.
Oh, they'll notice.
They're not gonna notice.
That's where you're wrong.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, I'm low on ammo. What am I supposed to do here? Requires arc charge. I don't know, I'm supposed to be doing something here, but...
I told you, Destiny's a very confusing fucking game.
I died. I've been playing this game for an hour and I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Told you. I told you. I told you, didn't I tell you? Manny.
Yes?
Manny. Manny, man. You ever seen Gemini Man?
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna die again. Ah, I used it on the wrong spot.
You wanted to wake breakfast? That's fine by me.
You wanted a what?
Nothing, Manny, to your concern. God, I swears.
Aw, that didn't work. Come on. I don't know what this does.
Look at them run. They weren't expecting that.
Good show.
I wonder how much 50 cents was back then.
Come along and say hello
About
when
50
you can.
cents.
I'll have the tea on.
Oh, that's a good one, man. It's a fucking good one. Shut the fuck up.
You know I could kill you.
I don't need your fucking comedy. Wait, what?
I said I could kill you.
You have to kill me now?
I said I could.
Alright, do it. Ah. Didn't.
I said I could, I
pussy.
didn't say I was going to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Me
You
killing you
knew
is a
what you
waste
were
of
saying.
my
You knew.
Yes, I did know. I'm going the wrong way.
You know what, wait, hold on a minute. If your son or, let's say, child was ever killed, would you, like, and you, like, let's say the police caught the killer, would you, in your best interest, I'm guessing controlled by emotion thereafter, would you pretty much go after that killer, as in saying, like, you know, you'll bring a gun to the jail cell and you'll walk up on him and you'll empty your rounds in him?
Sounds like fun.
Why do you think they're trying
Damn
to
right.
They missed their opportunity to take over this area after our friend touched the shard.
And now they're too scared to fight us head on. Typical Fallen.
I lost the connect.
We're all being used. Don't you see that? Once we put this shit inside our heads, we hand our souls to whoever held the keys. We're puppets. Actors playing our roles.
Why are you moaning?
What? That wasn't a moan. It's just me
Kinda
fucking
sounded like
yawning.
That didn't sound like yawning.
It's a fucking yawn. God damn. I mean, I'm sorry that your yawning is considered normal than my yawning, but okay.
No, it just sounded like you were moaning, not yawning.
Okay, man, whatever. That's cool. That's super cool, man. That's real cool, alright. Want a cookie? Want a biscuit, little boy?
What?
Want a biscuit, little boy?
That just sounds wrong.
I said a biscuit.
Yes, still sounds wrong.
What the hell? What the hell is wrong with a biscuit? Like the fuck, like there's, like you're saying it like there's something wrong with having a biscuit.
There is.
Want a biscuit from Popeyes? Is that wrong,
Where'd that
man?
thing go? There it is.
Is that wrong of me to say?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah, because you didn't offer a drink, and I'll die if I eat the biscuit alone.
Only real men can eat a biscuit by itself.
No, Popeye's biscuit is different. Everybody knows that.
Only real men can swallow a pill without needing water. To which all those factors I can apply to. Oh boy.
It says connection interrupted, but by who? I'm standing right next to it. There's no enemies near it. This don't make no type of sense.
Ooh, Manny being all angry. So tough. Bro, you remember that one time? That one time we were at the park? And fucking, we were playing soccer and shit like that, and Ashley, like, had a crush on you, Isabel or Ashley, I forgot, and she had a crush on you, well, you had a crush on her, and, I kinda trying to make it seem as, like, you're all tough and shit. I'm like, oh, man, you're so good with, with the soccer ball.
What are you talking about?
Bro, do you know Isabel, Amy, I think that's her name, Isabel, Amy, one of those two?
Oh, yes, I do remember.
Remember that one time that you had a crush on her, and I was all like, trying to basically simp, you know, basically be like the hype man for you, like, you know, I'll be like, oh man, you're so tough, and then fucking, you know, she'll notice you for all your good qualities, and, you know, how strong you can kick a ball and shit like that. And then, you know, you guys can get together and make out. And I'll be in the corner, you know, jacking off my little meter Peter.
Ah, jeez. This is the hardest thing to drive.
Hardest thing to drive. Drive. That's funny.
Well,
it's real funny, Manny. You know you're funny? You're real funny, Manny. It's good to be funny. You're a funny man, Manny. You know that? You're funny. I like you for that. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
Do I want to smoke weed? Maybe. Do you smoke? Well, I'm guessing you do. You know, considering that you took a hit from my shit, but you know.
No, I don't.
Looks promising.
Wait, that night that whole night, like even after you left, did the edible hit you at all, or no?
Yeah.
When?
That's what hits.
Definitely on the right track.
Well, when did it get you?
I was at your house.
I know. I'm saying
Oh,
basically like.
I was sitting on the couch and it did. That's all I remember.
Well, how long did it take for it then?
About an hour for it to hit, and then it lasted throughout the next day.
Wait, it lasted throughout the next day? Like, you mean
Yes.
when you woke up you were high?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not. So happens
How long
when you
did
do that. And
how
you
long
don't
did it
eat.
how long did it last?
About all day. The next day.
You mean after you left, you slept and you woke up. It's
Yes.
you still felt.
Yes.
Well, how long did it last?
All day. I'm telling you.
You mean you freaking like woke up and you were still high and throughout
Yes.
the whole day until you went to sleep again?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It also didn't help that I didn't eat at all. Like I had lunch and that was it that day.
You didn't eat?
No. No, I had pizza actually.
And you didn't get the munchies?
Actually, no, that was the day after I had pizza. I don't remember what I had for dinner that day.
That's weird.
They're really built up down here. We need to remember this place after we retake the city, so we can clear it out for good.
Or we could let the Fallen have their creepy caves, and not sacrifice more people.
Oh. How long have you been doing edibles? I mean, I never had one myself, but I can assume we were pretty fine.
They're alright. It's fine if you don't have anything to do the next day. And if you eat food. Because if you don't...
Do your eyes get red?
Yes.
Oh. But it doesn't smell.
No. Your breath does. It
Well,
smells like it.
of course after you wash it out.
No, it's like your breath starts to smell like it.
Well, yeah, until you chew mint gum or something like that.
No, it's like in the back of your throat. Because you swallow it. So, it's forever.
Yeah, but it clears out eventually.
Yeah, like after a day.
Not after a fucking day.
Yes. The smell will stay on your breath for a little while.
You think you can give me one of those, Manny?
What?
An edible?
No.
Why not? I'm not gonna have the same reaction.
You'd probably take the whole thing at once.
I wouldn't, since I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Trust me. Trust me. I've studied about it. I know not to do an edible. I literally have friends who tell me all the time when they first tried it and boom, they fucking felt like they were gonna die. Like, I would know what I'm doing. I know what's good and what's not, like what's not a good amount.
No more jamming.
That means people will be coming to the farm from all over the planet.
Okay.
Once we get that last relay set up, we can reach out to the rest of the system.
Can you give me one?
No. It's fine. You don't need it.
A piece of it?
There will be plenty of time for both.
It's fine.
For now.
Why not?
You don't need it.
What do you mean I don't need it?
You don't need it.
Yeah, of course I don't need it. I want it.
Why do you want it?
Because I want it. And it, like, cause like, you know, it's like, you know, basically, you know, let's do fuck. And I mean, at first it takes out, like, you know, it takes out a part of, like, smelling like weed, but you're still high. Eliminates that. And at the same time, like, you know, pretty much, like, you know, you feel higher more, like, you know, for a longer time. People won't smell it on you.
They'll smell it on you.
They're not gonna smell it on me.
You start talking to them, they'll smell it.
But yeah, what I'm saying is, can you just give me one? Please.
No, you don't need it.
Please, Manny, please.
You'll be fine. You don't need it.
Bro, I didn't say I need it. I want it.
Well, no.
God damn, Manny. Well, can you at least give me like one of your guys? At least I can ask them.
No. That I cannot.
Bro, why the?
I cannot say.
Bro, why not? It's literally not even. You're not even gonna be in it. It's literally just me and.
But I cannot do that.
Oh God, I was be such a dick. Nothing's gonna fucking happen. I'm not gonna get caught with it.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. My head is starting to hurt.